Hey there, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome back to TCM as we continue with tonight's lineup of movies with Gregory Peck. He is May's Star of the Month. Up next, Peck leads the cast of an adaptation of a best-selling novel that resonated with millions of Americans in the aftermath of World War II. From 20th Century Fox in 1956, The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. It's the story of Tom Rath, that's Peck, an Army veteran who has settled into life as a suburban husband and father. He works hard, makes the daily commute from his home in Connecticut into Manhattan. Under pressure to make more money to support his family, he takes a job as a PR man for a television network run by a high-profile executive played by one of the best actors to ever step in front of a camera, Frederick March. Both men are dealing with the dramatic psychological impact of World War II, which directly affects their families' lives. The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit began as a novel by Sloan Wilson, published a decade after the war ended, and inspired by Wilson's own experiences as a returning veteran. The book became a bestseller. Fox acquired the rights. For Gregory Peck, the production represented something of a homecoming for him. He was back on the Fox lot, where he'd made many of his most successful pictures, including 3 that earned him Best Actor Oscar nomination: The Keys of the Kingdom, Gentleman's Agreement, and 12 O'Clock High. Additionally, The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit reunited Peck with leading lady Jennifer Jones, who plays his wife. A decade earlier, they had co-starred in David O. Selznick's epic 1946 Western Duel in the Sun, which we had here last week on TCM. The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit also teamed Peck for the second time with director Nunnally Johnson, who also wrote the adapted screenplay. Johnson was an established screenwriter who had only recently started directing. Peck starred in his directorial debut, Night People, released in 1954. This one is from 1956, also with Marisa Pavan, Lee J. Cobb, Keenan Wynn, and Anne Harding. The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit. To prepare for his role in The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit, Gregory Peck visited advertising agencies as well as NBC headquarters in New York. He also rode on a commuter train and studied how the men on the train behaved on their way to New York. Peck had high hopes for the film, but in the end, he was disappointed with the results. "I thought it had potential that wasn't realized," Peck said later. "I had hoped it would be the best years of our lives 10 years later with the same men who come home." The film received mixed reviews from critics, found only modest success with audiences. The results were pretty much the same for Peck's other 1956 film, Moby Dick. Still, they did fare well enough to maintain Gregory Peck's status as one of the most popular stars of the 1950s. Coming up, Peck stars opposite Lauren Bacall in a 1957 romantic comedy directed by Vincent Minnelli. Designing Woman is next on Turner Classic Movies.
Next on TCM, Designing Woman, then the snows of Kilimanjaro, and later, The Great Sinner. Gregory Peck's Going to Heck on TCM tonight.